everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I have another review for you because, like I kind of mentioned in my last video, for my birthday I was able to order some new makeup products for myself, and today I have another one to review for you. I did just place another order that I think I might talk about in a video. I haven't decided yet, but today we're going to be reviewing the Ulta and Marvel Black Widow palette and a lip duo in the shade Courageous. So that's what these look like. Like I said, these are Ulta's brand, and they partnered with Marvel because, of course, right now is when Black Widow would have come out. It would have come out on May 1st, and it was supposed to be what I was going to see for my birthday, but like, whatever, it's fine. Everything's fine. No, but they did still come out with this collection, and I'm a huge Black Widow fan, and I knew I needed to get my hands at least on the palette because I'm a massive palette collector. And the lip duos looked really cool. I am wearing both the palette and the lip duo right now, so if you like this, then you will probably like this palette, but I am going to go in depth with a whole review. I've tried this out for several days now, and I'm pretty excited about it. Not my favorite palette in the collection, but you know, it's still a really good palette, so I'm excited to share my thoughts with you guys. And yeah, let's just go ahead and get started. If you are not already subscribed to my channel, please subscribe. It would mean so much to me. I'm really trying to grow this year, and I think I'm succeeding pretty well so far, but I would really love the support. And if you don't already follow me on Instagram, follow me on Instagram. It is always listed down below, but the username is @Kelsey_Pinzo, all lowercase. And okay, I think that's everything that I wanted to take care of. So thank you so much for watching, and let's get into the review. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to talk about is the palette itself. So first of all, this is the packaging, which fits perfectly with the mood of the movie. If you've seen any of the trailers, they typically have this whole thing, this right here, pretty much right at the end. They silhouette, I was going to say Natasha Romanoff, and that's not right. They silhouette Scarlett Johansson, and this is like the label for the movie. And of course you have the Black Widow hourglass here. So this is a 12-piece eyeshadow set, and this is what the palette looks like. Let me keep it in focus for you guys. So there are 12 colors in here. There are 5 mattes, one like matte with shimmer in it, kind of like the ones that ColourPop has, where they have just like that tiny little bit of shimmer, and then the rest are metallics. That would be 4, 5, 6 metallics. So absolutely stunning. More of a natural palette, but especially these 3 colors right here on the bottom add a perfect amount of smokiness to the palette, and it's very thin, first of all, which is awesome. Okay, so we have 12 colors in the palette here. I do have a swatch that I will post right now. And like I said, this is the eye look that I came up with today. And as you may or may not be able to tell, I actually am wearing false lashes today, which is totally different for me. So I'm going to go ahead and go over each color individually. I'm going to talk about the names and what I think of each color, because I have at this point tried every color in this palette. So I think it's important to give you all of my thoughts on each individual shade, because of course some are hits, some are misses. So we're going to go ahead and go through that. So the first shade here is this color Safe House. It is this light ivory in the corner. This is a really good color for setting perhaps like an eyeshadow primer or an eye base. But other than that, I don't really find it having a lot of use. It's not bright enough to be used as a matte brow bone highlight or matte inner corner. At least for me anyway, it almost perfectly matches my lid tone. So I kind of just use it to set any like cut crease base or any eyeshadow primer base that I have when I'm using this palette. So that one's more or less a miss for me, but it is still useful, and especially if you have a darker skin tone, it would definitely show up on your skin, and so it could be a really good light matte lid color if you're going for an all matte look. The next color here is Heroic. It's right here in the center. It's kind of like a bronzy golden champagne color. It is metallic, and I think it's really pretty. I actually combined it today with the color Relentless, which is on the other end of the palette, and it created a very nice neutral lid color for me, and I think it was really, really pretty. It was very easy to blend. It did have a good amount of color payoff, which I've never tried the Ulta brand before, so I was kind of concerned. But I think it's a really pretty color and a perfect lid color, especially because it is a little bit of a darker lid color while still being like golden champagne-y. I think it's perfect for fall. So it's obviously not where we are in time right now, but that's okay. So the next color is the color Fighter. It is a matte transition brown. It's a little bit on the deeper, darker end, but it is a very warm brown, and I think that it is perfect for a good crease look. Perfect transition shade. And I use that all the time along with the other color Agent in the palette, and I just create the perfect transition and blending shade for my crease. So I think that is a really nice shade to have in here, and you can layer it and deepen it up depending on what you're looking for. So I think that's amazing. And then the last color here, Relentless, that's the one that I said I paired with Heroic here. Relentless is a little bit more of a pinky toned champagne color. It is a little bit dark, but it's mostly like just a pink toned champagne. Again, metallic, very, very pretty. Perfect lid color for someone like me with lighter skin. And it just adds like a little bit of color, but mostly just some shimmer and shine on the lid, and it's great for a neutral look. Love it. The next color here is Fiery, and that is a metallic, like rosy color. I wanted so much more from this color. As of right now, like, it's pigmented on the swatch, which you guys will probably be able to see, but it's not the most pigmented shade in here, which is kind of a bummer because it's a really pretty color. And I was just hoping for a little bit more of a boom. You can build it up, and so that will kind of add a little bit more pigment to it, but I was just hoping for a little bit more right off the bat. So that one's kind of like in the middle between hits and misses for me. The next color is Covert, and that is a deep brown. That is perfect for building depth in the crease, and I think it's a great color. I really haven't had any problem with the matte so far. They blend out beautifully. So I take this one on a slightly more precise crease brush, and I build it into my crease, and then I take a fluffy brush and I blend it out, and it is stunning. It's beautiful. It's pretty much how I build my crease whenever I use this palette. I use Agent and Fighter as a transition, and then I deepen it up with Covert and kind of go from there. The next color is Sabotage, and that is like a smoky gunmetal gray. It is a metallic shade, and it does add that perfect little bit of smoke to the lid. Again, I wish it was a little bit more pigmented. The metallics in general, I just wish they had just a little bit more pigment to them. But it is very pretty. It is perfect for like a gunmetal inner corner, or just to add a little something darker to a natural look. So I think it is very pretty, just wishing for a little bit more. And then this last color in the row, called Power, is a dark maroon red. This is the only matte that I don't want to say I'm disappointed in, because that's not true, but this is the only matte that I wish had a bit more pigment to it. Safe House, like I said, it's meant to be that ivory color, and so it's not necessarily that it doesn't have pigment, it's just that it's not pigmented from my skin tone because it just blends right in. But this color, of course, is supposed to, you know, not be my skin tone. It's a maroon red, and so I was hoping it would be a little bit more like what I think of, like, hoping it would be a little bit more like Iron Man 2 Black Widow's hair. If you guys have watched all the Marvel movies, you know what I'm talking about. So I just wish it was just a little bit darker. It does blend out really nicely, it does layer nicely, but I just wish it had a little bit more pigment to it, but it's still a gorgeous shade. The next color down here on the bottom row is Agent, so that is a slightly lighter transition shade. It is matte, it is beautiful, it is everything you want a transition shade to be. It reminds me a lot of the color, I think it's like So Buff, or In the Buff, from the ColourPop Bare Necessities palette. It's very, very similar to that, so if you like using that as a light transition or even a lid shade, you totally could do that. I think it's very, very pretty. The next color here is Cypher. So that is a little bit more of like an olive toned gunmetal. It does have just a little bit of olivey green tones in it. I think it's very pretty. Again, like the metallics before, I just wish it was a little bit more pigmented, but it can be built up. It does blend out really easily. You could totally use it as like a smokier lid shade. It's not typically what I use it for, but I have in my process of trying this out, And you could, I'm a warm tone person, so I don't tend to do that very often. And this definitely is on the cooler end. It has a little bit of warmth to it, but not a whole lot. So just, again, wish it was a little bit more, but it's a very pretty color. The next color here is probably of the metallics my favorite, and this is the color Infiltrate. So this is a slightly two-toned, like metallic blue shade, and it is so pretty. I have it layered with the color Power on my lower lash line today. It's kind of hard to tell, but it is a gorgeous color. Still wishing for like a little bit more, but of the metallics, this is probably the most pigmented and the most like true to color, I feel. It's very pretty, and it adds the perfect little accent of color to a neutral look. So if you were to kind of stay in this neutral territory here, I feel like adding this would be the perfect little pop of color. And then the last color in the palette is the color Undercover, and that is just a matte black. I actually haven't played around with this one too much. It is a little, it's not a true black, it's a little gray, especially when you blend it out, but it is buildable, it is blendable, and I think it is the perfect end to a Black Widow palette, because of course Black Widow's colors are red and black. So overall, I would probably give this palette maybe a B to a B+. Like I said, I wish the colors were a little bit more pigmented, but it is a very pretty palette. I don't think I'll be using it all the time because it does tend to lean a little more towards cool tones, and I'm a very warm tone eye person. But it is very, very pretty, and I'm really happy that I bought this because, again, massive Black Widow fan, had to have this in my collection. So now I'm going to talk about the lip duo. So I believe that there were 4 lip duos in here. There was like a true red, and then there was a mauve, which is the one I have, and then like a wine, and like a dark brown, dark purplish, I don't remember. But I did get the mauve tone lip duo, and the title of that lip duo is Courageous. So it comes with a lip liner and a bullet lipstick. I love the packaging of the bullet lipstick, first of all. You can't really tell. Oh my gosh. But it's the little Black Widow hourglasses, and it has the color right here down at the bottom. And this is about how much lipstick is in it. It's kind of become my everyday pretty much since I got it. But it's just a normal twist up, like a bullet lipstick. It's very, very pretty, and the color name is on the top as opposed to the bottom, so, which I really like. As long as you keep the top on the lipstick, you will always have the name, which is really important to me. I hate lipsticks, like the name is on here and rubs off. It's not my thing. And then the lip liner is a slightly more brown toned version of that same exact color. As you can see, I've pretty much used almost all that I can up to the first sharpen. So, and it just says Ulta Beauty Marvel Black Widow right here on the side, and it says lip liner. So I'll go ahead and swatch these two side by side. I love a good mauve tone lip. Like, this was the absolute, I wanted to get another lip duo with it, and I think I made a good choice in just getting this one. So we'll go ahead and show these to you. So the lip liner is a little bit more brown toned, whereas the actual lipstick is a little bit more purpley blue toned. So, but they are the perfect complement to each other, and they create this beautiful natural nude mauve lip, and I think it is stunning. The formula of the lipstick is very soft. It's not moisturizing per se, but it's also not drying, especially when you use the lip liner on it. It just sits very comfortably on your lips. Like I said, it's kind of become an everyday combo for me. It does tend to wear away when you eat a little bit, but that's normal for most bullet lipsticks and most, not liquid lipsticks. So it's completely normal, and it's really easy to reapply. It doesn't fade off, like, I guess because it's more of a nude look, it doesn't fade off and create like a ring around your lips. Like it fades off and dissipates nicely. So overall, I'm very, very happy with these two items. Also in the collection, I believe the palette was, I think it might have been like $20, and the lip duo was $12 or something like that. In the collection also, like I said, there are 3 more lip duos. There is a makeup bag. I think there's 2 different makeup bags actually. There's like a bigger makeup bag and a smaller, just like basic little like Ipsy slightly bigger sized bag. And I think there were blushes as well. blushes or bronzers, one of those two. So I don't remember how much the entire collection cost, but you can just buy each item individually like I did. And I think that is really, really good. I'm definitely going to, after this experience, explore Ulta makeup a little bit more because I feel like I haven't done that really. So I'm very excited about this collection, and if you're a Black Widow fan like me, I definitely recommend at least checking it out, if not buying something from the collection. And yeah, that's pretty much all I have for you guys. So I hope that you enjoyed today. Again, this is the look that I came up with. It is a little like, it doesn't look this way on camera. It looks very orange toned on camera. But I put like a champagne in the center, and I put a little bit of that gunmetal color in the middle of my lid, and then I put the fiery red color on the end. But as you can see, it's very neutral. So if you want to see how I did this look, or if you want to see a tutorial with this palette and this lip duo, please definitely let me know down below. And if you're curious, because I don't normally wear lashes, these are the Ardell wispy lashes. They're a little bit long for me. I feel like I'm looking for something a little bit more natural. And then it's the Bellington Lash Glue. But I do have some other lashes coming because this is something that I want to experiment with and play around with. And yeah, that's pretty much all that I have for you guys. I hope that you enjoy. Like I said, please, please, please subscribe. Please follow my social medias. They will be linked down below. And also, I now have a link with Mellow Cosmetics. I am officially an affiliate of Mellow Cosmetics. So the link to shop with them will be down below. It is not a discount link, so if you shop with them, you don't get a discount through my link. But I do make a small commission off of it, and so I would really, really appreciate if you use my link to shop at Mellow Cosmetics. I have an order from them coming soon, so I'll be doing that, I will doing a review of that as well. And I'll talk a little bit more about my affiliation with them in a little bit. So I really hope that you guys enjoyed. Please subscribe and like this video, and I will see you all very soon for another review and some more content. Bye everybody.